The bigger you are, socioeconomic quantities, which involve the interaction between people, increase by about 15%, whether they're good, bad, or ugly. And at the same time, infrastructure saves about 15% every time you double. That is, you only need 15% less gas stations every time you double. So in that sense, it's not surprising that cities grow, because there's saving for the collective city on the infrastructure, but people perceive they're getting more from a city. They're getting higher wages, they're getting more access to opportunity, there's more social interaction, greater buzz, more, if you're young, nightclubs or theaters and cinemas and so on, and all the rest increase accordingly, and that's very attractive, forgetting that you also are subject to more, generically, more disease and crime. So the theory predicts what it is between cities within the same urban system. What it does not predict, and this is the next stage and the next level, is what about between urban systems? Because between urban systems, the overall scale is then much more a manifestation of the culture and the history and the geography. So I don't know the numbers from Brazil, although actually we did look at crime in Brazil and Mexico, but Japan I remember better. If you look how, as I said earlier, Japanese cities scale in the same way as American cities, but the overall crime rate, the murder rate, for example, is much lower in Japan than it is in the United States. So if you look between, Osaka and Tokyo, you have, say, the same ratio as between Los Angeles and New York. So that works very well, and so forth. But the overall scale is completely different. So Tokyo may have half a dozen, 6 murders only in the year, whereas New York may have several hundred. And so that is a manifestation of the American culture and the history of the United States, and whereas the other is a measure of the Japanese history and culture. So that is at present outside of the theoretical framework I talked about, but can actually begin to be attacked within that framework once you have this idea that it's to do with social networks, because then you have to ask about more about the details of the interaction between people and so forth.